In Kingdom Hearts 3, we are promised to witness the second Keyblade War that will pit 7 lights against 13 darknesses as Master Xehanort's attempt to reforge the true Keyblade and unlock Kingdom Hearts. According to the official story pieces, Sora and company will be on a journey to complete the 7 Guardians of Light, at which this point they only have 3, with their 4th being in training, who are Sora, Riku, and Mickey, with Kairi currently being trained by Master Yen Sid. However, on the other side of the coin, Xehanort already has 12 of his 13 darknesses in tow. His plan was to make Sora his 13th in Dream Drop distance, but that plan went south. So far, the confirmed darknesses comprise of Master Xehanort, Xemnas, Ansem the Seeker of Darkness, a version of young Xehanort, Saïx, and Xigbar. The other 6 are present but unknown, and one spot is still up for grabs. So now that he has one seat left to fill who will be his 13th Seeker of Darkness, there has been much speculation and theorizing about who it may be. But his 13th has been in our face the entire time. We just refuse to see it, but thanks to Natsu9000 for bringing this to my attention, Xehanort's choice is clear. His 13th Seeker of Darkness is, drumroll please, Lee! Yes, the human form of Axel, number 8 of the original organization, is looking to be number 13 in Xehanort's new organization. Now before you guys start spazzing out at the notion of one of your favorite characters being aligned with the antagonist's army, there are some actual and substantial evidence supporting this. Let's get into it, shall we? Now we all know that Lee is the newest member of the Keyblade wielding pantheon since the end of Dream Drop Distance, a feat that surprised many people, including us and even Yen Sid. So it would make sense why Xehanort will be interested in this new aspiring Keyblade wielder, but that alone isn't enough to solidify the possibility of Lee being the 13th Darkness. How about this? In Dream Drop Distance, Lee has shown to have his powers over the darkness intact, evident when he opens corridors of darkness to save Mickey and Minnie from Maleficent and Pete at Disney Castle. He even cites Dark Rescue to be his specialty. Something closely associates him with the darkness and something that Xehanort is interested in. Still, this can all point to Lee being a darkness, but we've had heroes using darkness before. There must be something more. Ah yes, this.
All of this was decided. My 12 selves would welcome me here on this day, when I would return a complete person. It is the future which lies beyond my sight.
Xehanort said that all of this was decided, and that his 12 selves would welcome him here on this day where he became a complete person. It was the future that lied beyond his sight. Time. Time is a thing that is set in stone according to the Kingdom Hearts series, and if those words were truly dictated, then Xehanort will be right in that statement. Now, Riku can't be a Seeker of Darkness as young Xehanort tried, but to no avail due to Riku's mastery over the darkness. Xehanort tried with Sora, but failed when Lee showed up. Other than the Disney characters, no one else was there that could fit the role as the 13th Darkness, except Lee. There is even more evidence leaking to this outcome. Xehanort is a devious tactician and has been stated by other characters in the series to be extremely intelligent and cunning, being able to plan out steps to a deviant plan hundreds of steps in advance, as evident with the events of Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Dream Drop Distance being played out according to his design. Is it possible that Sora was never meant to be the 13th Darkness, but rather was bait to draw out someone who would be more suited for the role? Look at it this way. Xehanort had to lead his colleagues and his younger self to believe that Sora was their endgame target due to Roxas and Riku being unobtainable for their ranks. This oblivious tactic would lead an organic outcome that would use the concern of Sora's friends to his advantage. They would try to one-up Xehanort in any way they can. Enter Lee. Yen Sid believed that utilizing Lee would throw Xehanort off guard to ensure that he would not complete his 13 Seekers of Darkness, but in reality, he played right into Xehanort's hands and delivered a more suitable candidate on a silver platter. This can all be proven due to Xehanort's attitude when Lee showed up to safeguard Sora. The other members were in shock when Lee arrived. However, Xehanort wasn't fazed at all. Rather, he seemed extremely pleased that Lee revealed himself, as shown when Xigbar was panicking and Xehanort smiles deviously at the sight of Lee. This had him probably thinking, yes, this is someone I can use, a better choice than Sora. He already wields the darkness and he's even wearing an organization coat already. Hell, Xehanort could probably sense the innate potential Lee had of wielding a Keyblade. Next up would be Xehanort's follow-up movement in a game of chess, using one of his pieces to lure in a coveted opponent, revealing Saïx to Lee. This encounter will more than likely lead Lee to try and attempt to rescue his old friend from Xehanort's clutches. Given their history in Birth by Sleep and 358 over 2 days, I'm sure Lee will try to either persuade or save Aiza from being a darkness. This is something that Xehanort probably knows will happen, and once again, being the tactician that he is, will play Lee right into his clutches. One last piece of the puzzle that can either supplement this entire theory or may not even matter is Xehanort's missing heart piece that he attempted to implant within Sora. As we've seen, Lee blocks the heart right before it hits Sora. But what really happened there? Did Lee destroy the fragment? Did he repel it and it returned to Xehanort? Or did it find a new host in Lee? Something that can attribute to this is that Lee apparently had trouble summoning a Keyblade before this event. He expressed his interest in learning how to wield one and Yensid assisted him. However, he couldn't get his to materialize until after this event. Could it be that Lee unknowingly took a fragment of Master Xehanort's heart and that is what finally fueled his ability to summon a Keyblade? Looks like Xehanort already planted the seeds for the completion of his 13 darknesses. With all of this in tow, it could be that in the Rule of Destiny, Lee will become the 13th Seeker of Darkness for Xehanort. Lee was present when Xehanort said that his 12 selves will welcome him here on this day, and that may be the biggest clue to Lee's dark future. Everything else fits into place like a well-constructed and difficult puzzle. Though Lee fights for the light at the moment, the events that are to transpire cannot be changed, and it may be a matter of time before Lee returns to the ranks of the organization. So what do you think about that theory? Did I blow your mind? Anything else to add? Have more to say? Leave it in the comment section below. And if you liked the video, please like, share, favorite, and subscribe. And a big thanks to Natsu9000 for bringing this theory concept to my attention. And until the next Kingdom Hearts theory, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.